Can I twist? And this is how I keep the cake off. Hi, welcome to Huntington Beach, California. My name is Jacqueline Wautlet. I'm 48 years old. I'm Belgian Filipino, and I'm an executive assistant at the Superior Court of California. The motto that I live by is family, faith, and cake, and not necessarily in that order. Boom.
How would you describe your personality?
I would describe my personality as loyal, kind, hardworking, creative, family-orientated, dedicated person. I'm very passionate about the things I do, the things I believe in, and especially my family. I'm a realist. I love what's real, and I like people that are real.
How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
My friends have described me before as being loyal and loving and kind. I would be with them if they needed me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I would be with them if they needed me to help them deliver their baby, which I have for 3 of my friends. They would also say that not to mess with me because if you hurt them in any way, or I am like a mama bear and I would come out and tear after the person that would hurt them. So I guess it would be that I am a very loyal friend. And my critics would say that I could be maybe too strong, that when I believe in something, I stand by it even if it's wrong. And so that could be a bad thing, but my critics would say sometimes I'm too passionate about things, that I need to simmer down a little bit and take the view of other people before I form an opinion.
What's your best and worst quality?
My best quality would be that I'm a sponge. I love to absorb any knowledge I can possibly learn. I'm teachable also. That's another quality I feel that is to my benefit. My worst quality would probably be that I tend to be a workaholic, and I could work very many hours and just get lost in the creativity of it all.
What types of people/things pushes your buttons?
The type of people that push my buttons is arrogance and obnoxiousness. Is that a word? Well, anyway, if they're arrogant, it just drives me crazy and I can't stand them. I don't like to work with people like that, and they just irk me. I don't even want to be around them. I can't even stand to look at them. They're the hardest people to work with, and I work harder to humble them. And the things that I don't like are imperfections. Also, when I'm baking, I can be really sweet, but then when I'm under stress and I'm baking and somebody stands next to me and is touching me or bugging me or asking me too many questions while I'm creating, those are the things that would really get under my skin.
Tell us about your background and upbringing/past. How did that help or hurt the person you've become today?
My upbringing, or my past, actually has helped me, and I forgot to put in my application, but the reason why I love to bake so much is because when I was growing up, and I was about 11 years old, we moved to Long Beach, and my neighbor was Mrs. Wilson, and she invited me over to bake one day with her, and I've been baking ever since. She taught me everything I know, and she taught me well. She would scold me if I did something wrong, if I added too much water in a cake, but I owe all of my passion for baking to her. I've gone back to the old neighborhood just to see if I could find her, and I haven't been able to. So if I was to be on the show, it would be great, because maybe she's still out there, and I would love to thank her for the passion that she put into my heart.
Tell me about the things you excel at most in life.
I'd like to say I excel most in life as being a mother to my 3 beautiful daughters and a grandmother to my grandson, Jax. I believe I excel at work. I give it everything I got. I feel that if I give it the best I can, the worst it can be is good.
How do you feel you react to criticism?
I actually love criticism, only because I feel I can learn from it. it helps me, and I want to be the best I can be, so I'm only going to learn if somebody criticizes me. The problem I have with criticism, though, is people that don't know what they're talking about, people that have never baked a cake in their life or decorated, and they're telling me how to do it and what looks good. That irks me. But otherwise, from a real person that I value, I would just bring on the critique, that it can only help me.
If you've watched any episodes of Next Great Baker, which cast members do you most relate to? Why?
I think I relate to Dana, and not just because he's the winner, but I think he is the one that I would be most like, and that's because he has this quiet gentleness about him, but then he's firm and knows what he wants to, and that's what I'd like to believe that I am. I'm gentle, I'm kind, but I know what I want, and I'm determined to win, and he's a great cook as well as a baker, and I believe I am too.
Do you feel your skills are better than the previous contestants? Elaborate.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that they weren't great, but I was looking at them and I believe that I can do just as well, and actually a little bit better. I was surprised at some of the things that were created on the show. So I definitely think I can do a little better.
Tell us about your food industry experience, culinary school, jobs, cooking classes, self-taught, etc.
Food experience would be catering, making food baskets. I made food baskets for corporations many years in a row. Would be probably anywhere from 50 to 300 baskets just for the Christmas season. I've taught kid classes at my church. I've taught cake classes to co-workers, wedding favor classes to brides, and I guess that would be the extent of it.
Do you have cake decorating, baking, or pastry experience? Be specific and list all relevant experience that translates into your decorating. How long have you been baking/decorating?
I've been baking/decorating for the last 38 years, and I've made and sold over 5,000 to 10,000 desserts in my baking lifetime. Cookies, cakes, cupcakes, cake balls, candies, seasonal goods. So that would be the experience I come with.
Is there a specific genre of food/desserts you like to bake or cook? Be very specific. What type of baking do you hate?
I like all sorts of baking. I can't say I hate any baking. I love a challenge. I love following recipes. I love creating recipes. So I can't say that I hate any baking. My least favorite to make is pies. And I don't know why, just some type of phobia about pies. I don't know. I just don't like pies.
Are you creative in the kitchen? Example, out of the box. How elaborate and creative are your designs when baking?
I am totally creative in the kitchen. I believe that I'm the MacGyver of the kitchen. I can improvise with anything. If I'm missing something or color, I can come up with it. I never have to run out and find something or buy something. I can always improvise, always create something, always make something out of nothing in order to get something done. Crap. I've done everything from a monster climb up a volcano and having the lava coming out, to smoking, to having cake spinning. I'm recently learning how to do the mechanics of a cake, since cakes are now a step up, have gone up a notch, and now we have to make the cakes move. So I'm learning to be more creative in that area. So if you can visualize it, I can create it.